No, thank you. そのほら、だから自由さを持ってたわけですよ。Hello. Yes.増えました。増えてますね。増えてます。減ってます。Here you are. Here you are. Here we are. Ohayou gozaimasu. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Buenos tardes. Buenos noches. Buenos danke schön. It doesn't matter. はい。おはようございます。で、such a long one month absence. Eventually we'll be able to just meet each other. So great, so wonderful. So, as I always just mentioned about what the true self is, who we are is, what the Bodhidharma just the teachers when he just came to China from India. The emperor just invited him to the palace, and then the emperor just asked a lot of things, but whatever he just asked, what the true things is, what are the Bodhidharma just taught him. He never just understand what he just taught what he just mentioned about. Eventually, emperor just asked him, who you are. Then Bodhidharma just answered, I never be able to be aware of who I am. I never be able to be aware of what I'm doing now. Even where I am. This is true ourselves. This is true ourselves. what people think about, we know much about where I am. This is a total misunderstanding. This is totally misunderstanding. Never be deceived by thinking outside. Now, really, nobody, no one who just talk to, no one who just listen to. This is true reality. This is the reality. What's happening right now? No one talks to, no one who just listen to. This is the present reality. This is true ourselves. This is true ourselves. So if you really just realize this fact, this truth, we'd like to recommend you to do Zazen. Only Zazen, you'll be able to just encounter this reality. Only Zazen, none of others, but Zazen. Okay, so we go back to the text. Today's text is number 49. This is a very important thing as far as our practice is concerned. So what it says is, be a foolish sage, be a foolish sage. So sounds like it's a complicated. See, foolish and sage. What do people thinking about foolish and sage? No relation, no connection at all. But foolish sage. Wow, this is translation. I don't know much whether this translation is the correct one, but that's kind of thing. The translation doesn't matter at all. See, foolish sage is our true self, our true self. See? When I say, you are a tremendous foolish. People react, what are you just talking about? But through ourselves, even that someone just told me, you are such a crazy one. But through ourselves, it doesn't matter. That's it. Nothing happened. Nothing. See, just look at the ears. Just look at the ears. Ears just work as it is. So when I say you're such a foolish one, the ear just work as it is, exactly as someone just said. Well, exactly as I said, and nothing anymore. Nothing anymore. Yeah, just work as it is. Then finish. Then end. Completely end. Nothing left at all. Then kind of the function of reaction, recognition just works. And then just the whole or grasp what someone just told and try to figure out, try to just deal with what it is. It's going to be confused. We're going to be confused. Before we just try to just they figure out or they deal, they take care of what someone said. See, the reality or truth exactly and nothing left at all. This is a sage. This is a sage. And also this is the what you call it, foolish one. See? Foolish one never just care much about what the other people just say. See? But a kind of person who have a very much person who just take care much about the thinking or thought, never just never what other people, the other people say. Just try to figure out that. Try to figure out or to understand the reason why. This is the cause of trouble. Question. Only this. The thing is here. Whatever just said, you just act, just work as it is, and nothing less. This is true ourselves. This is true. This is what it says. Foolish say. Foolish say. This is true ourselves. Our true selves never just have any question, trouble, because of a foolish sage. Congratulations, very good. So what it said, what Jinen Dharma is teaching us is, this is a kind of translation. It's very hard to understand what it says. But as I said, the translation doesn't mean anything. So it says, hire other foolish sage and carry snow to fill the well together. Can you understand what it's saying? As I just mentioned about the foolish sages, our true self. See, whatever just you're acting, whatever you're just doing. See, these are the action or activity. Is nothing concerned with what you are thinking about yourself. See, this is the activity. This is an action of true ourselves. In another word, what Zen Master Dogen does teach us. Now we try to seek for the way. In another word, what we try to when we just try to seek for what the true self is. We can just find it to be complete in the universe. This is true self. This is a foolish the sage. Right. This is our true self. Right. So higher are the foolish sage. See, higher are the foolish sage is once we just realize who we are. So that see, that's the higher other foolish stage. It means so. See, once we just realize who we are, then whatever you just act, whatever you do, see, we can do everything without what we think about self, without self. See, so That is a foolish thing. That is a foolish. This is a tremendous, huge, huge things, uncountable, incredible, unbelievable. This is such a huge, you may say more than more than the universe, more than the universe. Right. Once you just realize this huge the fact, huge truth, then carry snow to feel the well. What people think about, oh, that's impossible. That's impossible. So even you just try to feel the well with the snow, it's impossible. That's what people thinking about. But this foolish sage never thinks so. See, this foolish sage just right, just right. They feel the well with the snow. So many years, so many thousand years, but he just tried to do it without, without without giving up. You know, see, this is tremendous person. That is our truth. That is our truth. Even he knows how many years it takes to do it, but he doesn't care. Just continue constantly. Just try to just fill up the well with the snow. We are doing right now. We are doing right now. See? Then you just recognize that activity or action. Then thinking also to just come out and it's impossible. It's in vain. Try to feel the will with the snow. That's no good. That's the concept. That's the concept. Not before you recognize what we are doing right now is simply we just do. Simply we are doing as it is. See, this is our true self. This is this is a true self of our foolish as says. We are doing right now. Then you just recognize that things. Then thinking also to come out and some sort of the thinking, more some sort of the thinking just come out and you'll be just confused. You'll be confused. But before thinking all just come out, we are exactly doing as a foolish sage. You see? Now this foolish sage is such a tremendous, never give up, never give up. That's far beyond giving up, far beyond giving up, never give up. It says here, how high are the foolish sage and carry snow to feel the well together. For people, that's a crazy, that's a crazy smart. But for the foolish sage or for our true self, nothing matters. just do. Even it takes us such a tremendous huge never care. This is the true ourselves. Okay. Your teacher says to fill on all well with snow. If your teacher says, you try to, you do to fill up the well, fill up the well with snow. Yeah, teacher, it's impossible. that's the craziest matter. So we can do it. That's what people just think about that, something like that. But that is not a true self. You see, that is not a true self. There are very few people who just say yes and do as they are told. They are told to work silently for days, for days and months until the teacher says okay. Until the teacher says, see, that's the reason. Here is a saying. Here is a saying. See, once if you just realize who you are, you should be your practice. The way of your practice should be foolish. As doing should be foolish. Or otherwise you cannot just attain the realization. If you just try to think about the practice, you see, you cannot do it. You cannot do it. See, like filling up the well with the snow. You cannot do it. See, once you decided to realize who you are, you should be foolish. Otherwise, you cannot do it. You cannot attain the realization. See, that's much. You should be at the foolish age. You never just concern with thinking or thought. You just throw the thinking or thought. See, you never take care. You never care of the thinking or thought. See, as I just always mentioned about thinking or thought is not a truth. It's not a truth. Once you just recognize this, before you recognize this, see, this and this never appear, never exist. See, once you just recognize this, then these things come out. See, before you recognize this, nothing exists. See, nothing exists. See, this is a very important thing. See, the very sincere are the matter, serious matter. See, for us, see, people just think about, before you just recognize this exists. That is not a truth. Once you just when you recognize these things just have to come out. Before recognition, nothing here, nothing exists. Oh, this is very serious matter. People don't know much about what I'm saying. See, that's what people are just to be deceived by thinking also. Truth is, the reality is, because you just recognize this one just come out, and this one also come out. See, then thinking and also thinking also just come out, and you try to just care of what it is, what the thing is just going on. That's creation. That's the creation of thinking. So that's the delusion. This is not a true. True is once you just recognize, there is no separation. There is no separation between this and this. No separation. As it is oneness. So you never just realize. You never be able to realize which is, because oneness, because itself. Then you recognize this, then kind of separation is just occurring, and this one and this one is divided by the thinking. Then you just recognize this. See? That is not true. That is not the truth. Truth is no separation, no discretion between this and this, because of oneness. One never be able to just be aware of oneness. Oneness is never be able to be aware of oneness, because you never just aware of who you are. You never be aware of what are they going on right now. Then you just recognize that. Then you'll be able to just you feel like you'll be able to just recognize what's going on. But that is not true. That is not true. Because you can just recognize what's going on, what is going on here. Then the other just come out, and what you think about self come out, and you try to just deal with the kind of what you think about the other. See, it's cause of struggle. It's cause of a question. It's cause of a problem. Before you recognize the things, before you recognize, nothing exists. Nothing exists. That's the reason. That's the reason we have to just do adjustment. Otherwise, you are completely deceived by thinking of thought. What you are thinking about, the things, what the things is entirely different from what the true things is. Entirely different. That is a realization of the Shakyamuni Buddha. That is a realization of the Shakyamuni Buddha. Okay. So, as I just mentioned, once you just, if you just realize who you are who you are, what the Shakyamuni Buddha realized, you should be sincerely, seriously be foolish. Otherwise impossible. Otherwise impossible. But what I just mentioned about, see, you should be very much foolish. It's impossible for me. But don't worry about that. You simply just slowly, you simply release the thinking or thought as it is. This is enough. Then you're gonna be quite much foolish. But this foolish person is not what we think about the foolish. This is a foolish sage. Sage. No, that's the reason you don't need to worry about the foolish sage. See? Foolish sage. So you don't need to worry about that. But if you wanna be a person who just realize what the Shakyamuni Buddha realized. You should be this foolish sage. If in the secure world, too, they teach honestly, submissiveness and righteousness. In another word, we should take care of. We should not take care of the thinking of thought. See, if you, as long as you just take care of or care of the thinking of thought, you what you are saying, what you are just acting is not honest, not honest, not righteous, like submissive. See, if you just release thinking or so, you are acting, or your activity will become sincerely honest. That's it. You don't need to do anything. Just simply throw away or release the thinking of soul as it is, as they will. Then your activity or you are saying is entirely, sincerely, honest. Okay, this is also the this is also a question in our practice. So that's reason the Zen master Dogen said. So Dogen said, you should cease from. You should cease from the practice based on intellectual understanding, and pursuits of the letters of words. See, in other words, you just release the thinking of thought. So the more you release the thinking of thought, the more you just become as you face it. See, as your face. And this is the practice. This is the zazen. This is zazen. We have to, if we can do, then eventually what you think about the self just completely disappear. You just become one. You just become this. See, this doesn't. See, if you just realize who you are, this is something you have to do. See? Whatever you're thinking also just come out in your mind. See? The thinking also just come out without any reason. What people thinking about because some reason, that's kind of the thinking also come out. That is a totally misunderstanding. Without any reason, thinking also to just come out in your mind. Just like when I face this, the things just come out as I face. Same function, same action, nothing different. See when I clap my hand, the sound come out without any reason. Simply come out. The thinking was sort of exactly same function, action. Simply just come out without any reason. So we don't need to take care of the thinking coming out in our mind. It's nothing. It's not necessary to take care of it. Simply release as it is. Release as it is. This is enough. This is also a question in our practice. So we should be very honest. We should be very honest for our true self, our truth. So how we can just do it? How we can do it? As I just mentioned, simply release the thinking or thought as it is. This is a way of being honest for our true self. This is also a question of practice. Until now, no matter what you have learned, no matter what experience you have had, it doesn't matter. You see, the people just take the people simply too much. People too much care with what they just have experienced or just have learned. For our truth, it doesn't matter anything. It doesn't matter anything. See, what's the important things as far as our true self right now, right here. That's it. See, only this. Nothing anymore. Nothing else. Only this. See, when I just clap my hand, the universe come out and disappear. See, when I just clap my hand, our self is burst, and then dead. That's it. This is our true self. This is the truth of the universe. That's it. That's the things. That's the fact. That's the reality. Shakyamuni Buddha realized. Okay. To throw away everything means it is not that you have something to throw away. See, when I say just release, just throw the thinking of thought, people think, oh, how will we be able to just throw away the thinking of thought? That is a misunderstanding. See, this everything just come out right now is coming out and at the same time disappearing. This is the truth of the universe. You see, coming up means disappearing. Coming out is exactly same as disappearing. That's nothing left at all. Nothing left. What thinking? What about the thinking is? See, this is a kind of cause, and then the results just happen later. This is the totally misunderstanding. That is happening. That is happening only in your mind. True reality is this is coming out is exactly disappearing. See, the same thing. Coming out is the same thing. Oneness. Oneness is the truth of the universe or truth of reality. You see, coming out and coming out and then disappear. coming out with the exactly same as disappearing. Oneness. Nothing less. Nothing less at all. Yeah, this matter. Totally, totally impossible to just recognize as far as the thinking or thought is concerned. See, but this is a reality. See? Only this action is the truth of the universe. Only this action. Nothing else, nothing at all. Nothing like the what the people thinking about in your mind. Nothing. Totally different. Only this. This is the truth of the universe. To throw everything means it is not that you have something to throw it. See, because of oneness, because of oneness. See, coming out, appearing the exact same as disappearing. See, things appears and disappeared. Totally misunderstanding. Totally misunderstood. Okay, the reality that everything has been thrown away thoroughly is now in existence. Yeah. Already everything, whatever just come out at the same time, at the same time disappeared. So nothing there. So it says so. It says so. So we don't need to do anything. We don't need to. We don't need to do anything. This is such a such a very countable causes things. So what people just think about, wow, the people just try to do anything, try to do. People just totally exhausted because people just try to do. It's totally in vain. See, we don't need to do anything. We don't need to do anything. Right. This is through ourselves. This is a foolish sage. That is our true self. But human being live disorderly, disorderly with a way of thinking, even though they live correctly. We as I said before, as Zen Master Dogen just teach us. See? We are complete. We are complete and universal. We are complete and universal. That's really why we have to just confuse. Why we have to just have a trouble. What do we have to do? What we have to have a question, a problem, suffering, whatever. See, complete and universal. See, nothing concerned with the kind of what people thinking about the problem thinking with, because we are complete and universal. This is a conclusion. That if you want to realize this, so you simply do that. What the other is, as I just mentioned about, whatever the thinking or thought just come up in our mind, just simply release. Then as this is totally enough. This is totally enough. when you hear a word, you suddenly think of something. It means that you thought of something extra. See, this is very important thing. So, but translation, well, it doesn't matter. So see, just thinking of sort come out in your mind, only just coming out in your mind without any reason, why you have to care of it, why you have to care of it, without any reason. What people think about the totally different. The people just try to just deal with what reason it's just come out. See, it's just totally in vain. Just without reason. So that's just simply release them as it is. This is totally enough. So you're gonna have you don't have any trouble, problem. The ear don't say, when I say you are foolish, but ear don't say you are foolish. They simply accept it. They accept it. They finish. The end. Totally end. Nothing left at all. Then you just recognize what someone is saying. They just try to so many thinking, so just come out in your mind. You're gonna be trouble. You're gonna be just confused. And that is totally useless. You just finished. Simply just finished. See, the reason why is you know much about the world. See, you don't know much about the world. Even just someone say you are totally foolish. What it is doesn't cause you trouble. What it is. But you know much about the meaning of the word. Well, only word. Foolish doesn't mean foolish. Foolish doesn't mean foolish. See, but at the same time, when you just hear the foolish, at the same time you put the meaning of it. This is such a switched action. Then you totally be deceived by thinking also. See, foolish doesn't mean foolish. Foolish. That's really foolish. But at the same time, when you hear it, at the same time you put the meaning of it. And then you're gonna be angry. Very interesting. Very interesting. The ear doesn't say anything. So just ears just accept as it is, and and then you just recognize this, recognize what someone says later. That is later. That is not true. The truth, facts, reality is when you accept, when you hear hear about what the people say, finish, end, totally end. Nothing trouble. See, this is very important things. Okay, two years do not say what is that man doing. When they see a person carrying the snow and throwing it into the well. Ears or eyes. They never say anything about nose. mouth, the body, never say anything about. Just simply accept as it is, the end, and nothing left. Right. Then, right, then, then, then something is thinking or thought just come out in your mind that later. That is not true. That's a creation of a thinking or a thought. That's a delusion. On dark will, it is understandable. See, on dark will, unfilled water, still making sound. Making sound, a person without shadow and fear draws water from the well. This is a very strange expression, but this is what we are. This is totally what we are doing right now. See, right now, what the foolish sage are doing right now. See? Without awareness, we are simply just acting. We are simply acting right now, right here. See, this just these things are the expression. These are the things just are the express what we are doing right now. We are exactly doing as it says. See, we are doing. See, everything. And we are saying, we are the hearing, we are the smelling, the smelling, the tasting, the perceiving, the cold and without awareness, without awareness. Such a marvelous, wondrous are the things just coming on right now, right here. That's totally true ourselves. That's activity, that's action is totally our true activity or action of true ourselves. So that's the reason we are totally misunderstanding. We are totally misunderstanding who we are. That's the reason we have to realize this. Otherwise, you see, completely you are just deceived by the thinking, and then you just something. That's the reason we wanna just recommend you to do zazen. See, then your zazen just become as it is. In other words, you just become zazen itself. You just become zazen itself. So you just totally just forget about what you are thinking about yourself. Then this and this, this and this things totally disappeared, and then no separation, and totally disappeared. Oneness. Then you'll be able to just realize who you are. Right. This doesn't Shakyamuni Buddha or patriarchs just recommend us to do. See, only this doesn't do. Right. Then you'll be completely satisfied with your present self. Right. feel very ease, great ease. That's the reason. That's the reason. Jacobi Buddha order to recommend that. See, if you really want to satisfy yourself. Okay, thank you so much. Then, as I always mentioned about, see, thinking or thought is very sensitive, sensitive. So that if you have any question, just send the email or just calling. So with this, you can just call me and just ask me how to do. See, otherwise you may be just confused how to do it. See, these things I just wanna ask you to do. The very thinking or thought is sensitive. You see, so that you have to check it whether this is all right. This is all right. Your practice is all right. You need to just check. Otherwise, you wanna go the wrong way. So that's the reason. I would like to ask you just whenever you have a question or doubt, just send an email at the calling. Hi. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much. See you the day after tomorrow. Okay.